Hi guys! So the first news about the upcoming 31st episode of Skibidi Toilet Multiverse appeared, new leaks came out, as well as Dom Studio shared with me the first frames of the 31st episode, and I'll be honest, they look pretty cool. Today I will show them to you and analyze them, as well as tell you what we can see in the new episode and what characters will appear there. Get your tea and snacks ready and prepare to watch this video to the end, because it will be extremely interesting. Let's go! Let's start with how the last episode ended. In the 30th episode, during the battle between the Titans, the Alliance was able to first defeat the invincible counter-Titan with the help of the newly restored Titan Clockman. He pierced and destroyed the Purple Titan with his new sword. But in the end, we learned that the Titan himself is essentially just a shell for, let's say, a cockroach that controls this huge machine. And that all means we'll see him later again. In addition, we also said goodbye to the Alpha, who was crushed by Titan Clockman like some kind of bug. And all this points to the end of this story arc and the beginning of the next one, as Dom Studio said himself. Now, let's move on to one of the leaks that came out in the Dom Studio's Discord channel. In this frame, we see three characters, Speaker Woman, TV Woman, and the Drill Man Assassin driving in a car. And at this moment, the Speaker Woman from the back reaches for the dashboard. Apparently, she wants to switch the music or something like that, but the TV Woman is clearly not happy about it. And this guy doesn't seem to care at all. There are no visible upgrades on them, at least in this frame, but we will definitely see them in the next episode. I also want to note that when the leak for the 28th episode came out, we were also shown a TV woman who was driving. And as a result, it turned out that she arrived directly at the Skibidi Base Zero. And I have an assumption that something similar will happen in the new episode. But this time, she will not arrive at the place just on her own. And now I want to move on to the next, this time exclusive leaks. Let's move on to the first frame, which shows a Skibidi mutant standing over someone who is lying down. And if you look closely, you can see that the assassin Drill Man is lying on the floor, who apparently ran into an unusually strong Skibidi. This mutant is dressed in an all-black suit, and damn it, I do not know how it happened that he could take down this big guy. For sure he was helped by one of his allies. Well, do not forget that this Drill Man is a pretty strong melee fighter. So despite the situation in which he found himself, everything should be fine with him. Also in this picture, you can see that the actions take place in some kind of corridor, which also speaks in favor of the fact that we will see the last secret Skibidi base. Oh, now it's time for the most important thing, namely the first seconds of the new episode, which I'm going to show you right now. It all starts with the fact that someone presses the song switch button, and in the next frame we see that the Speaker Woman is the one responsible for doing this, as I said earlier. So that TV woman who's unable to stand it slaps her hand, changing the expression of her TV. And after that, Speaker Woman returns to her seat, showing with all her appearance that she is bored. And you know, given her character, this is not surprising, as she always does not sit still and tries to show herself in some way, you know. So when she leans back, several more characters appear in front of us. Next to her sits Clock Woman, and in front of them there are Camera Woman and the Black Speaker Man. It looks like the women's national team is back together, and now they are on their way to rescue their friend Drill Woman, and for this they brought two more agents with them. And just look at these ladies, damn they're so close. As well as this nice thing that Clock Woman is holding. It looks like some kind of box in which something important is stored, but in this frame it is impossible to say exactly what it is. And now I will show you this passage in full. And we will continue. In the last frames, you can see how Camera Woman and the Black Speaker Man looked sharply out the window, as if something had happened, and this is how the video ends. And I suspect that something is going to happen right after that. It is likely that their car would get attacked by Skibidi toilets, and now they will have to repel this attack. And I assume that in this episode, the action will take place in several locations, as it was in the 26th episode. And at first, we will see how the agents will fight on their way to the Skibidi base. And after that, they will end up on it, based on this leak. And that was all for today. Be sure to subscribe to my channel so as not to miss the analysis of the new episode. It was me, Ezo Chad. See ya!